Hello, and welcome back to another episode of TENSHI. What is this? Is this... Oh! I heard a loud blaring alarm as I fell out of the bed onto the floor. Oh, what the... I rubbed my head as I stood heading towards the door out of the lab. Hello, what's going on? Krontek, is it again? Sorry we wake you up, Kenji, but this was an emergency signal. Have you pinpointed the location yet, Michelle? Just about. Rose, Q, go, get suited up. I get this down in the meantime. I'll try to locate the source of their own time window while a trace is still available. Best of luck, Gramps. I stood there awkwardly as the alarm blared. The sounds of rapid typing on keyboards and the muttering under Michelle's breath. The only real things keeping me occupied. After a few minutes, Q and Rose stepped back in Rose's outfit I had seen before, but Q's took me aback. Oh my gosh. What the fuck is this? Is she going to be the next fantasy or what is it? I would like to see her. But she doesn't do it. She doesn't do it. Whoa. Q could tell I was looking right at her as I exclaimed my shock. She blushed. What? It's real flexible, and I picked it out myself. No, sorry. It looks nice on you. It's just I wasn't expecting irgendwie somehow this. Alright, Kenji-san, if you say so. Not as if he'll be able to see it for long. Now get in there. I've got him targeted and ready for confrontation. Be careful, you two. You never know what kind of trouble they could be trying to rustle up. What are they trying to alter this time? The 18th century, Germany apparently trying to do something about the Silesian Wars? Always has to be a war, doesn't it? I carry a sword for a reason, Kyo. I know, but still, can't they try to alter anything else? Apparently, they want to play peacekeepers. Just wanted to say peacekeepers. For a time. I have no idea what kinds of insane plans they have. But now, this isn't the time to discuss it. Get going. I'll have an eye on you guys, so don't worry. They both nodded as the time window opened in a blinding flash of white. They stepped up into the light and left the room. So, this is where they are at. How can you see this? The time window has some very helpful abilities, such as an observance mode that let me see what the girls see for as long as they're through it. As you can see, they made it through just fine. Now watch and learn, kid. I'll never get used to this sort of thing. Just hang in there, Rose. It will be fine. Hoo. Eep. Both girls grit their teeth. their respective clothes. As they move through the time window, the vortex more and more was stacked up on their already promised busts. They dared not to speak as their clothes creaked and groaned, adjusting to the new size of the blossoming orbs they were meant to be covered. I swear we get bigger each time. As long as we don't keep any of it, I don't care. What's the matter, Rose? They look nice on you. Hehe. Rose blushed at Q's words as their chests made one final surge outwards. The sudden rush of growth caused them both to gasp as they reached their new size, still just as perky somehow as before they went through. Oh my gosh, and look at this, look at this. Here, just click on H to hide it. She looks a little bit uncomfortably with those big things, but she definitely enjoys it. This one got much smaller than it was before. Whew, we made it. Honestly, I don't see what those metalheads think they can achieve. How do you stop an entire war from happening? So, welcome to the Slasian War. It's all about the tower and like 20 guys in the back. I don't know. They're so weird like that. But I guess we should start looking. Okay, and this is the famous movie, The Two Towers. This is, what was it? I don't know. Can't remember. Let's hope we don't bump into what's ever going on here. Who cares? We're invisible of them, remember? Yeah, but I always feel so naked in this. Honestly, I don't know why you refused the petition I made that we should actually go in naked. Yeah, I cannot imagine why she refused it. Because basically, I mean, if they go naked, why not? Also, I'd rather not travel through time in the buff. Thank you very much. I wouldn't mind, but Michelle advised against it. That explains why your outfit is skimpier than mine. And also why it stretches better than when we grow. Hehe. Yeah, well, enough boob talk. Can we get back to work? Where are those Grontech freaks anyway? Look who finally made it. Tweedly dump, tweedly dump. Ooh hoo hoo. And they sent girls as well. Mitsuki, where's Bunny? Doing your dirty work while you talk trash? I'm right behind ya, ya airhead. Oh, look at Bunny. Look at Bunny, Bunny, Bunny. Gosh, and I thought we had gotten curvier. Yeah, Bunny is definitely curvy. If you've got it, flaunt it, right, Mizuki? That's right, my dear Bunny. Now then, if you two would kindly buzz off, we have some work to do. Haha. Yeah, right. No, the whole point of us coming here was to stop you from doing whatever you were trying to do. Oh, good luck. It's gonna take us a while, and the longer we're here, the bigger you two get. I mean, that applies to you guys too. Actually, that's right. I didn't watch them, but they got even bigger. Well, the big difference here is that we enjoy every minute of it. Yeah, well, you're not going to stay here much longer. Rose drew her sword. Ah yes, oh yes. How terrifying. Oh my gosh, look at this, look at this. Bitch fight. Better back off and go back to the time you came from. Your powers of intimidation know no bounds. Mizuki tended to have a very flat tone in her voice. I could sense the sarcasm all the way to the screen. They stared each other down. Okay, so we're going to skip this one because, I mean, in the end, okay, so Mizuki is away. Her clothes seemed to disappear first, and all I could do was watch as a stark naked girl dissolved the nothingness. I felt a knock against my head, Michelle reminding me that she was indeed right next to me. Enjoying the show, Perf? Hey look, it's not my fault that her clothes conventionally fall off first. I mean, yeah, fair enough. That's all she had to say before turning back to the monitor to watch. I turned my attention over to Rose, who was struggling against Bonnie. While Mizuki had seemed quick, she had been felled by a slight misstep, however. The taller girl seemed to be putting up a much stronger fight. Her legs were swift and kept Rose moving quickly. Eventually, Bunny got hit in. As she did, Q came up behind her, materializing what looked like a tea tray. Is now really the time for tea? Watch and learn, kid. The tray launched from her hand and began to glow. A bright blue color whirling quicker and quicker as it got closer to Bunny. Unfortunately, Bunny took notice before it got much closer and quickly lunged her heel to deflect the tray. It was then that I realized that the tray was a distraction for Rose, who had gotten back up from being knocked to the ground. Rose swiftly took her sword and pulled it before anything else could happen. Her clothes, like Mizuki, suddenly fell to pieces. She didn't seem to mind somehow. I could hear her chuckle. A nasty grin sprawled across her face. Don't get too big for your britches, girls. Believe it or not, we can accomplish what we needed to do before you could interfere. But I hope we can meet again. She was cut off. Okay, so that's basically bad news if they have already done it. Now Mizuki, alright Kenji. Go to your room. I think Michelle should be right here. What? Why? Do you really need to ask for that? From how Rose was yesterday, and now go to your room and don't come out until tomorrow. And why should I? Kenji, listen to me, Michelle. Trust me. When you don't, bad things tend to happen. I couldn't believe this. even my grandfather. Okay, so I go to my room. Well. And I hope I see Michelle. I thought about my parents, about my home burning down in front of me. I thought if I could go back and stop that from happening. Yeah, my brain hurts. Knocking on my door, come in. Is it alright to enter? Yeah, of course, have a seat. I offered her a chair and she sat softly into it, then looked up at me. Thank you, Kenji. She was silent for a moment, and the confusion slowly hit me. For what, Michelle? For leaving when I asked. I know how tempting it must be for a grown man as yourself. Oh, yeah, definitely I had some desires. Oh yeah, sure, I mean, it's only polite. Yes, you're right, and I truly appreciate it. So in return, next time you may feel free to visit either of the girls on their downtime. Just give them some time to recover from the effects of the time window first. Wait, so I need permission to see them all of a sudden? Well, I suppose, but... She stood, her short meeting seemingly over, before turning back towards me and giving me a steely gaze. But I swear, you try and take advantage of those girls behind my back? You won't be in the lab much longer, kid. Sleep well, Kenji. And with that she left. Michelle still mystified me with her behavior, but I shrugged it off before sinking back into my bed and nodding off to sleep. And this is where we will start for today, where we will stop for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it again. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for leaving a comment or a thumbs up. If you enjoyed it, if you didn't enjoy it, then criticize me. Give me some feedback so I can improve. And then I say thanks and goodbye, your pacemaker.
Yeah.